what's up, y'all? I'm back. Dark Souls stream was interesting. So anyway, I got majorly worn out. So now I am going to, one second. Okay, so my idea for this stream, this drawing stream, which I was gonna start at 8, and then I decided to keep playing Dark Souls. But anyway, my idea for this stream is last night I was watching a PokeTuber, I guess you call it Poke, a YouTuber, Pokemon YouTuber guy, artist named TrueGreen, and he did a challenge where he did a, what do you call it, like a crossbreed design challenge, which is like, it's kind of like a fusion where you take two different Pokemon and you put them together, but like a fusion is basically like kind of like a half and half, right? Like you take fucking like Charizard and Dragonite and you do like a straight split fusion, right? This idea is like actually like way more interesting. It's, you know how when you have like in Pokemon, when you breed Pokemon, anything from the same egg group can breed, right? But then the offspring, the egg, is it matches the species of the mom, right? So basically what his idea is you take two Pokemon from the same egg group, and instead of the child being like basically identical to the mom in terms of like species, etc., right? You actually have it be still the same species as the mom, but now it's taking traits from the dad. So you're getting at least like a little bit of a genetic mix. So like one of the ones he did was like Marowak is the mom, and like a female Marowak and a male Aggron. So it's still a Marowak. The baby's a Marowak, but it has Aggron features. So now I haven't done any. I didn't do any actually looking up yet. So I don't know my fucking egg. I don't know my egg groups. So I'm gonna take like a minute and just do a quick search. I already basically have kind of my idea of what I want to do. So give me a second. I literally just have to Pokemon egg groups on Google. Like, I don't think it'll take me long at all to figure out what I want to do with it. Like, let's go monster. And let's do... Oh, that's actually pretty small freaking... That's really everything that's in monster? That's kind of a small egg group. Oh no, in this and in another egg group. Okay. I think my favorite is in here. Some of my favorites are in here. Yeah, Garchomp. Garchomp is in here. Probably a lot of my favorites are in this group. Garchomp, Swampert. What about a Garchomp Swampert? Would that be interesting? I feel like that could be interesting. But I gotta bring up some pictures. Let me bring up some pictures. You obviously know what Garchomp looks like. It's my favorite. All-time favorite. Oops. Yeah. And then, what did I say? I definitely want to do a Garchomp one. Maybe Swampert. Freaking Mega Swampert. I could either do... Oh, so you have like Swampert is like quadrupedal. So I could either do like, I'm thinking either quadrupedal kind of Garchomp or a, which would be basically a Swampert with Garchomp attributes, or a Garchomp with Swampert attributes. I think I'm gonna go kind of a quadrupedal. Okay, so basically this will be a female. Here, let me put them. So a female, doesn't really matter, but yeah, female Swampert and a male Garchomp. So it's gonna be, anyway, let me just start sketching. 1 second, I gotta get my, set everything up. I gotta get my drawing board. I'm trying to get used to drawing with this thing because it's definitely much better if I'm not drawing flat on the frickin' table. I don't know why, for whatever reason, I've basically been drawing flat on a fucking flat surface my whole life, and it's like, you really need to be doing like a fucking, have it like, you know, standing up. This is much better. All right. Let's do it on top. Okay. So you need the basic shape of a Swampert. Why does that look brown? Okay, anyway, Swampert. I feel like it'd be fun to do more challenges like this. And then actually I feel like these work really well together because you can kind of do, I mean, they both have like fin like appendages. I don't know why, but apparently there's major hate for Swampert. Apparently a lot of people don't like that he becomes like this quadrupedal. I don't know what they don't like about it. Swampert's like one of my all-time favorites. Swampert is the fucking goat. I guess people like the evolutionary line, but they just don't like Swampert. Maybe it's because Mudkip is so cute. And a lot of people think Swampert is ugly. Fucking haters, man. Fucking haters. Swampert's the best. Yeah. My favorite, people ask, you know, what your favorite like type is, right? Like Pokemon type is. I think just by pure popularity, I mean, in terms of popularity with me, like in terms of how many Pokemon, I would say ground type. I mean, some of my favorites of all time are ground types, right? I also really like a good Earthquake, man. Earthquake is good. Okay. Now I want to get a more, see, like one of the things that they did in this challenge is like, you don't just focus on like what, just like parts, you want to kind of apply stylistic things. Like Garchomp's a lot more like angular, right? So you're basically taking a Swampert, but you're doing it with like more kind of like angular lines, right? So like, yeah, like even in like the thigh section, right? Like Swampert's is like rounded like that, and then Garchomp's is like comes to like a freaking point. So you can literally do stylistic things as well. Also, instead of these like circle pad things, I'm gonna do the little spikes. No, actually, I feel like I chose this really quick, but I feel like it's actually might do like a pad, the circle pad with spikes, But yeah, considering I chose these two very quickly, I think they actually aesthetically work quite nice together. Okay, yeah, and then instead of this tailpiece, yeah, I know these fit together really nicely. I feel like I'm just like kind of organically coming together. I don't feel like I have to do like a ton of thinking. Like this coming very naturally. Yeah, you know, instead of that kind of fin, you just do a fin that's more like a shark fin. Right? And then put fins on his. Yeah, try to make these angular. Right? I realize my face is always kind of out of frame. I'm always like hunched over the shit. It's not as bad as when I used to have, as I said, when I used to have this shit like flat on a desk. But also they both have these like underbellies. You can do like a little gartomp thing. Maybe. Oh, also, you know what? You know how I always say, like, I gotta start redoing all my line work and how much I hate that? I just watched a Mark Brunette video talking about how you do, like, coloring with, like, 4 layers. And, like, if you do it that way, you don't even have to redo your, like, he says he just has, like, sketchy lines. Although his sketchy lines are, like, my clean lines, but Um, but yeah, if you do it that way, if you do it right, you don't need to clean your lines. Okay. Also, Garchomp's limbs are a little bit more skinny. Maybe I'll put. I might make this part of the front of the foreleg skinnier to kind of match that Garchomp energy. Because he's at like the very beefy upper limbs or upper arms or upper. I mean, he's got the thick, beefy upper legs, but then he's got very skinny, like lower legs. You can do somewhere in between. I just realized these are opposite of each other though. this foreleg has big upper arm, small lower arm, and this one has big lower arm, smaller. Okay, we need to fix that, or just make up my damn mind. I don't know why they're different. No, we'll go back to how it was. Okay, and then they have their little pad here. And I'm doing the pad with the. I got freaking shaky hands. Yeah, we'll do the pad with the spikes. Yeah, it definitely works because they both have these kind of like squat forms. They've got very the word I'm looking for is haunchy. They've got very haunchy forms. Okay, and then we're doing a more Garchomp shaped head. And they both have kind of like turtle snouts. I need to zoom in. I can't see details very well here. Do like a Garchomp eye. Oh, lost my. There it is. I lost my cursor there for a minute. I can't see this at the same time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, this was way smoother than I thought. I feel like this didn't take pretty much any planning to figure it out. And then we'll do the, oh, 1 second, let me get the shit in here. Now, he also talked about personality, which was, I think, a cool, like, thing. Like, what kind of traits did they have? What kind of, like, character traits did they kind of pass along? Although, you know, I don't know that I know that much in terms of what they kind of, I mean, Garchomp, I would say, is very, like, fearsome. But I feel like Swampert's pretty fearsome too, but maybe just with, like, a little bit of cutesiness. Goofiness. But I feel like they both are very much like beasts. Beast mode kind of designs. Okay, now my issue is that face does not look at all like a Swampert. It should still look like a Swampert with Garchomp features. So let me, maybe I went a little too extreme. It's the eyes, man. Alright, I'll still give him the Swampert eyes. Yeah, it still looks appropriately fearsome. I feel like maybe I'm losing a little bit of the stylistic from both. Maybe instead of doing the little side things, I should try to do like fins or something. I mean, part of the thing with this challenge for me is I'm not a Pokemon like artist. I'm not a Fakemon artist, right? Like I don't have the like Pokemon stylistic shit down. So like I'm only getting what I'm getting from the drawings. I mean, not from the drawings. I'm only getting what I'm getting from the art of said Pokemon. So actually trying to like translate that into a Mon is kind of hard. But I mean, I'm alright if they don't. I mean, I should be alright if it's just not, if it's not like 100% stylistically. If the concept works, the concept works. If it works conceptually, I'll be happy. I'd be more happy if I could get it to look more like the Pokemons that it is, but I mean the body I have pretty much down. It's just the face that is gonna give me some issues. Yeah, the face and head don't look like either. Don't look like either of them. Doesn't look like either Pokemon. I did like a weird in between instead of trying to take something from each. All right, I'm gonna try to make his face look more like Swampert's face. The head shape I'm not too worried about. But, oh, hey, I just figured out I can do the fins as the fins, but then I can do the side things as the side things, right? Right. Yeah, there's some more Swampert energy. Let me clean up some of this lines a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna have to do my lines again, but alright, so we'll do the Swampert head and face, but with like teeth. Garchomp has like teeth, right? No, not really in the middle like that though. He's got like ones on the side, kind of. But yeah, basically, I guess it would be just like a more ferocious Swampert, a more aggressive Swampert. Just like as I said, I feel like Swampert are already pretty aggressive now. Alright, let me see if I can get this side head things figured out. Maybe something like that. Well, this is also partly why I didn't want to do like the full. Why I didn't want to do like the art stream, because I'm like, I don't think it's gonna like what I wanted to do is cool, but it's not really like a full 2 hours worth of content. But I could always do another one. But yeah, what I've done so far, I've done in like half an hour or something. I wish I could get this Garchomp star onto his nose, but I don't have the space for it. Alright, I gotta do a new layer. I like it, I like it. I'm not like completely sold on the head, but or these fins. Let me zoom in a little bit more. My hand is like so, my line is just so shaky. Although I don't know, I feel like he still very much has the Swampert goofiness in his face. Yeah, there we go. Maybe add like a little bit of a line like that. Yeah, I'm fine with it being stylistically more my own. Considering I'm not very much, I'm not really much of a Pokemon artist. I mean, I have done some. I've done a little bit of fan art, but mostly not. Yeah, I did a little bit while I was playing through like the generations. Like I think when I played, like I'm a latecomer, a major latecomer to Pokemon. Like I played the first couple on an emulator in like college, and then worked through like all the generations. And I believe when I was playing Silver on an emulator, and I was leveling up like Golbat friendship level, so I could evolve Crobat, which is one of my favorites. And I did like a little fan art of Crobat, or no, Zubat. I did a little fan art of Zubat with like getting like the haircuts and shit, because that's how you used to do it back in the day. And that was really cute. And then I did a one of Clefairy, I think, who was on my team in. Oh yeah, that was Gen 1 actually. She was on my team Gen 1. I did her and Diglett, I think. But yeah, I haven't done like a lot of I haven't done a whole lot. It'd be a fun thing to do more of. I'm enjoying this so far. Yeah, it's fun trying to like emulate things, existing styles of things. Either that or doing different things but in your own style. Alright, so we're gonna get to the point of coloring this one, and then we'll go from there. See if I have time or energy to do another one, or at least start another one. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, now we do Oh wait, I still need that for color though. What color? No, not that one. Color picking. I guess it can be. What do we think? Garchomp colors or Swampert colors? I'm thinking Garchomp. Well, it could be a combination. Well, let's do. All right, let's do. Let's start with this. Oh, it should be under the line there. I used to do like the lasso select coloring, and I think it's better, but I think I got kind of lazy with it. I used to do this like way back. I used to do the lassoing. It's definitely cleaner, but let's do the lassoing. I like polyline. Yeah, it is faster. It is easier. Talk about lazy is actually less lazy to do it this way. I mean, it's actually less hard to do it this way. Making things harder on myself, no reason. Okay. Yeah, no, this is way easier. I don't know why I stopped doing it this way. Oh, you ass. You asshole. Oops. Okay. Hmm? Oops. Damn it. This last one is being a bit douchey. Okay, got it. Oops. Oh. Okay, I fucked up. One second. don't know, I still feel like this take a while like this. Oops. Oops. No, we're gonna use Garchomp colors. I don't know, this polyline is kind of pissing me off, though. Maybe I should do a lasso. Also, I gotta clean this up. Wait, why does this not have a... Can I get the... Where do I do hardness? I don't know, actually, I'm still not used to Clip Studio. I don't know how to get the edges, the hardness on the edges. No, see, that's why it sucks, because sometimes it'll go off when I'm not done selecting. This is a freaking tedious way of doing it. You know, I give up. I give up. I'm not doing it that way. I thought it was easier there for like a minute, but it's not. I just don't know why this is being annoying. I don't know how to get the... I'm still a bit new to Clip Studio. I don't know how to get the hardness of the brush. Like, where are brush properties? I don't... It's over here, but they don't have anything about hardness. I mean, this is a custom brush, I guess, but it should still have hardness, right? Like, am I weird? It should have hardness. I don't know how you change the hardness of the brush. It's fucking me up, man. It's fucking me up. Yeah, he just used the lasso tool, but I feel like that's even worse. In terms of being like done selecting before you're done selecting. And in terms of accuracy, precision. I don't know. I like doing the messy fill because you can always like adjust it pretty easily. Actually, if we're doing Garchomp colors, then this is going to be this color. Yes, I kind of like the messy fill. You do the messy fill, and then you just clean it up later. Especially because you get in multiple colors, you're gonna have to go back over it anyway, so fuck it. Yeah, I feel like that's easier, man. Like, than trying to fuck with the precision of a fucking, like, lasso fill. Cause like, yeah, it's easier to do a lasso fill once you have the frickin' lasso, but actually making the lasso is like, I've always found to be frickin' painstaking. See, this is why I like doing the messy fill, cause see, then you just go back over it with the color that's easier. Like, if it's difficult to get in that space on this side, then you get on the space from the up, then you don't get in that space. You just color over and then you fix it. I feel like that's just easier than doing the lasso tool. And you can still get pretty precise. Like, if you're an artist, you can control your damn brush and not go over the edges when you're cleaning it. You can get your edges pretty clean like this. I've never had an issue. I know how, if you're a professional artist, you can color in the lines. See, I don't color in the lines, and then I just zoop, zoop, zoop. And like, there's no reason not to color in the lines here. I mean, not. There's no reason to try to color in the fucking lines like here, cause like, that's gonna get another color on top of it anyway. Yeah, fuck that lasso shit. There's no reason for it. You're just like spinning. I mean, do what you want. Do what you want. Definitely. I'm not saying don't do that. If that's better for you, that's great. I mean, that's kind of my whole point here. Do what fucking works for you. I'm just making the point as to why this shit worked for me better. I like have like a freaking break my hand just trying to do the precision of a. That lasso tool was giving me an aneurysm. All right. I feel like the colors look weird though. The Garchomp colors on the fucking, it looks weird. Something not sitting right with me here. Maybe it's because I don't have any shading. It's probably because I don't have any shading yet. I might try that. I might try the coloring shading technique though he was talking about. It's basically you put in your flats and you do all your shading on one layer. I mean, I've known about it, honestly. I know that people do that for a while. I just didn't know exactly like how you do it. But now that I know how, I'm gonna try it. I feel like it could be kind of a game changer. Cause yeah, the thing is when you shade my way of like color picking and doing like the cell shading and shit, in that you're shading in that color, right? Like you're shading in the individual colors. It means if you want to change the color, you got to do everything all the fuck over again, right? But if you do it this way, then you just change the color of the flats, and that's it. You literally just can fill in, can like basically just like bucket tool the flats, and the shading will update. Because you're basically doing black shading on a multiply, I think. I think that's what he was saying. And you set it to like, what is it called? You set it to what is it? Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. There's like a there's a filter for it. It's the same way you color lines. It's the same way you color your lines. Which is again something I learned how to do and then did it and then forgot how to do it because I didn't keep doing it because I didn't really use it after that. A clipping mask, that's what it's called, a clipping mask. Yeah, see, I feel like this was way faster than trying to like lasso the bitch. It's like we're grown-ups. We know how to color in the lines. Like you don't need to painstakingly lasso the whole bitch. It's just for me it feels more free to do it like this. I just feel like with the lasso tool I have to like hold my pencil so tight. It hurts my fingers, man. Oops. Alright, this is the issue now. Is that the color of these pads is like this orange. It's not gonna look right at all. Maybe I'll try the yellow from the Garchomp. See how that looks. That might work. That might work. I think that works. Yeah, see, this coloring method is so nice to not have an aneurysm. You just don't have to be so damn precise to stay in the lines. Yeah, it's easier to color in like a massive area and then clean it up than it is to you just gotta make sure you don't miss spots like that. See, I also don't have to worry about selecting this super tight little area. I just do the entire, I just do like this big shit, and it's easier to erase on this side than it is to fit my brush in that tiny little space. I like doing it this way. Alright, what about the mouth? About the same, yeah. I think it's not supposed to come like that though. On this side here, I need to fix that. I think I need to fix that line. It should be more. Let me fix it on the lines real quick. Yeah, there we go. Eyes. Okay. They're orange on him, so I'll do the yellow on him. Oops. Oh, I did just realize an issue though with coloring it this way. I think it doesn't actually work with the shading, because then if you, and I was wondering about this actually when he was doing it. I'm like talking about. I mean, you can do it this way, but then you'll need, if what doesn't work, what I think doesn't work, then you have to keep your lines, because I think what's gonna happen, yeah, is then it's not completely filled. Yeah, that's why he did said to do the lasso way. Okay, well that's fine. I just won't get rid of my line. I just will keep my lines then. We can still try this method. So I believe you put it under your, what do? You do a new layer, you set it to multiply, and then you do, what is it? New layer, set it to multiply, set a clipping mask. How do you do that? I don't know how to do that actually. Clipping, yeah, here. I think that's how you do it. I think so. Okay, but not, how do you do it? No. I don't remember. I'd have to look at it again. Kill my neck. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is pretty cool. I don't know how he did. I know he had like a shading brush, but like obviously it shouldn't need a shading brush. It kind of works, but I think he had like he must have had like a lower opacity or a blending mode or something. Maybe you said the blending mode to multiply? No, it's already doing that from the layer. I have to look at it again. I can always fuck around with that off stream. Alright, let's just say screw that. I'll have to try it on my own time. I don't want to have to like go like fucking around. Let me just do that on my own time. I'll just color this my old way. I'll just shade this my old way. Light come from here. Let's do it on a new layer though. Oh, actually, I remember what the clipping mask was for. It was so you don't have to fucking stay in the lines. Because once you have the flats... Okay, one second. That much I do want to do, because that's a pain in the ass. How do I... Here, clip to layer below. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah, because that's the worst part about shading, is trying to stay in the lines after you've already tried to stay in the lines for the fucking coloring. It's like, no, once you have the flats, don't fucking... Oh, wait a minute though. That's not gonna work because see, the yellow is in the same layer as the blue. So the only way to do it would be to do what he was saying, where you do it like a neutral color, and then, well, maybe I can try to find a shading tool. Let me see, is there a good brush maybe? Maybe? Oh god, that's terrible. I need like a shading brush, man. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I might not have this stream go that long, but I'd at least want to try to get coloring done. Yeah, I don't know how he did it. I mean, he had like a whole brush for it, but I feel like I'm doing something else wrong too. Oh well, it's got to be multiplied. That should be it. It's just about like a softness or whatever. Was it a shading brush or was it a shading pen? I mean, was it a shading brush or a shading mark? It should have been a brush, right? I mean, I know he had it available somewhere, but you probably have to buy it. Try to find a freaking subtool. I may just have to color it my way, but I feel like now that I know about this new way, I feel like I don't want to do it. Cause yeah, you have to stay in the lines after you've already have everything and you already have all of your shit established. You know what I can do? I think I can I know what I can do actually. Let me clean this up a little bit. I know what I can do. I can just select, right? Should be able to just like magic select. 1 second. Oops. Forgot to go back to my. Yeah, we're just gonna shade my old way, but I think I can do something which I obviously should have done already because I already knew about it, is to use the man, now I'm being perfectionist about these. But yeah, you can, like, now that I have my colors, it's kind of the same thing as doing the clipping mask, except you just do, can't I just do an auto select? No, it doesn't work perfectly. It should work perfectly. Let me see. Wait, it's doing it to all layers, or hold up. Refer to all layers. Can I change that to, how do I, hold up. Or did I change that before? Oh, here, refer to editing layer only, right? Yeah, then it selects all the blue. The only thing is it's getting a little confused up here, but that's easy to just polyline it out. Yeah, it's getting it confused up here for some reason. But other than that, oops. Other than that, we good. Okay, so now I can just do my old method of coloring. All right, so if I want to do like cell shading shit like this, I'll do it this way. And if I want to do it his way, I'll have to do the clipping mask. And I'll have to find a brush that works. But yeah, man, I can't believe it. Like, I knew about You know, like, once you have your fucking flats down, dude, like, there's no reason to try to stay in the fucking lines. I suck at shading, though. Okay, and then I do still have this, though, is still a little bit... It's not perfect. Like, you still got conflicting areas of whatever, but... Because you're selecting it by color. But, like, obviously some of that's going to be not line up exactly as well. Yeah, see, like, that's going into there now. Although that's fine, I can do it like this, kind of. I feel like I'm being a bit lazy with my shading right now. Honestly, I'm getting fucking tired. I have been streaming over 2 hours if I include all the Dark Soul shit. Which was also pretty draining. Being the fucking game that it is. Oh, I did forget to go to a new layer though. Well, that's fine. At least I can do a quick back and forth with the colors anyway. I don't know how this would go. The shading here. Honestly, my lighting, my understanding of shading and lighting is not the best. Beyond light is here, shadow's gonna be on the other side, but it gets more complicated when you have more three-dimensional shapes. Or more complicated shapes. Like, yeah, the shading wouldn't be on that side, would it? I guess it depends exactly where, you know, up or right doesn't tell you where it is depth wise. Obviously, like the further forward it is toward us, like less of this is gonna be in shadow, and further back it is, the more is gonna be in shadow. Like if it's behind him, then I can do more shadow. That's probably the easier way of doing it, but it's not gonna fucking be like that though. Although I guess part of it is if you want to get the grade, you have to get the gradations. Yeah, like you can't really do that with like just 2-color shading. That is part of it. But again, that's why I need the shading brush, man, because I don't. Like digital painting is freaking hard to do. Like I tried it once to do like the gradations of color. That's really fucking hard. But also knowing Mark's method, I'm like, why the fuck would you ever do that to yourself? Or like trying to do all the gradations of color when you could just like do a multiply layer for your shading with the right brush. Oh, tired. All right, let's do. Yeah, this is not perfect at all, but let's do. Let's just keep going. I can always like make it look better later. I'm just right now. I don't fucking wanna. Oops. Yeah, right now I'm getting worn out. We can always do better shading later. You know, I probably could do like pressure. There's probably a brush I could just do like opacity or some shit based on pressure. Not opacity, but like darkness or brightness based on pressure or some shit. I don't know. I'm still very new at digital painting. I'm well, not new at digital painting. I just haven't like tried to learn anything in like all the years that I've been doing it. I just haven't been trying to do anything other than what I've already been doing very much. Mostly just figured out crap on my own. I probably should have been looking at more artists the whole time. Like what other people fucking do. Like as I said, I probably should have known about the freaking thing he was talking about like long ass time ago. Painstakingly like doing all my the hard way. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do for now. It's almost 11. I'm gonna say done for now. Let me just save this real quick. Alright, y'all. Well, you got some Dark Souls. You got some Pokemon fucking drawing. Tomorrow and Friday and Saturday I'm not gonna be free, so yeah, it's probably Sunday. We'll try to do another stream on Sunday, but we'll see what happens. This past week I had too much shit to do and didn't do a stream on Sundays, but yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed, please follow. Otherwise, have a good night.